Okay, so I'm here to review the Ming Xing A008 cell phone quad band cell phone, and I bought this on eBay for $100, and I had no idea where this brand came from. I've never heard of it. Came from Hong Kong, and it's a long way, and I wasn't sure if a phone from so far away was going to be trustable or reliable. But so far, in the 2 or 3 days that I've had it, it works fine. I've only had to charge it once, and it's still working for 3 days. So here's what it comes with. You get a manual basic thing that comes with all cell phones. The English in here isn't very good. They're actually really confusing, but I guess that's pretty understandable since I wouldn't expect a bunch of Chinese people to be professional in English. Let me give you an example. Like, there's a part where it says how to turn the phone on, and that's on page 13 right here. And it says, for number 1, press power key for a while, switches on the phone. So it's missing a few words there, but if you can bear through the bad grammar, be my guest. But I think it's easier to just figure out how to work the phone yourself. Now, it also came with a second battery, and I don't know if that's standard, but I got a second battery with the seller that I got my phone from. And this is actually really handy, because if your battery craps out on you, you always have a backup one, and then you won't have to wait 2 weeks for a new battery to come in so you can use your phone. So that's that. You also have this plug. This is the charger. You just plug it into outlet, and it has a USB port on it, and the cable that it comes with is USB. You plug it in, and you just plug this into the phone, and I guess that's pretty standard. You plug that in, and that works like that. Depending on where you live, the seller will give you the appropriate prongs. If you live in Europe, they'll send you those two prongs, and if you live in Australia, they'll give you those slanted, angled prong ones. And that's that. One cool thing about the phone is that you can just plug it into your computer. It'll charge like that, and while it's charging, you can put music, video, images, ebooks if you like to read on the go. You can basically put a whole bunch of media on there, but for music, they have to be in MP3 format. You cannot put you can put WMV songs on there, but the phone will not play it. It'll only display on the phone. And the same thing kind of goes with the videos. You can only put .mp4 or .mpeg. Oh, no, not MP4, MPEG4 and 3PG format video. But from what I've seen, the quality isn't great, so I don't think it's worth actually putting videos on there. I haven't actually figured out how to make videos work that I've imported from my computer. I haven't been able to make it work on the phone, but I'm sure if you can go on the internet and find a forum that explains that, then you can go ahead and do that. So you get these earphones, and these are required to use the FM radio feature on the phone, and they look pretty cheap to me. It's actually really obvious. I guess they work if you're an average user. You don't care about bad sound quality. I mean, this is fine for you. It goes in the phone with that USB kind of charger, and that's what came with my package. Here's the phone itself. So what it looks like. The build quality is actually pretty great. I haven't noticed anything come off in the last 3 days. You have your speaker. I guess this whole thing across is a speaker, And to be honest, this is a really loud phone. You can probably hear it from the room over. You have this cool design, kind of a leaf kind of thing, and the camera is 3 megapixels, which I thought was cool because the average megapixels that I found on phones in America were about either 1.3 to 2 megapixels, which is cool. But one thing is that I noticed when you go into the camera feature, it's only 640 by 480 resolution, and that's not a very good resolution for a phone. But if you don't take a lot of pictures with your cell phone, that's fine. If you do, then you can always go to a program that can resize the image. But I don't think the quality will be as good as an actual camera. So if you want to use a phone like that, it's okay, but you just have to deal with bad quality. Now, this is what the camera looks like when you turn it on. You just press this button right there, you hold it, and that's what the startup intro looks like. I left the default back. Whoops. I left the default background image on. This is the default. This will come on every single A008 out of the box. It's actually a pretty hot actress. I think I've seen her somewhere. I don't know. It comes with a bunch of preloaded stuff. You have preloaded music. Mine came with, I think, 16 songs in Chinese. One of them is a Chinese anthem, and unless you like listening to Chinese music, you can go ahead and keep them on there. I deleted them myself and I put my own music. The phone comes with a memory card. It has 256 megabytes of memory on a T-flash card. Remember, it's not a micro SD, it's a T-flash, and you just pop that open, and it works like a camera memory card. You just push it and it slides out and push it back in. And that is expandable up to 2 gigabytes. And I want to clear up some things. I know some sites said that it goes up to 8 gigabytes. Some sites say 4. And I think the 8 gigabyte one is the gold version, like this one. And I don't know about 4 gigs, but I remember seeing a gold one on the internet for 8 gigabytes of T-flash memory. So that's that. Let's see. Okay, so the screen is touchscreen. So you have the menu down in the corner right here. You have basic, service provider, and I forgot to mention, open the back, you can put 2 SIM cards, and you might be asking what the hell is that for. You can actually put 2 SIM cards of separate service providers. So I have a T-Mobile one, and I could actually put an AT&T service provider chip in here, and I can choose which SIM card to dial from. So say I wanted to call someone, you have the second SIM card and first SIM card buttons are here. You dial your number, you press which SIM card you want to dial from, and it'll dial from that SIM card. Here's what the dial screen looks like. It's touchscreen, so you can just numbers, and you have the numbers come out like that. And you can also choose which SIM card to dial from the touchscreen. You can have your phone book list for right there, quick access. You have your pound symbol and your asterisk, and like a lot of phones, you can just dial a number and save it to your phone book right away. And that's how the dialing works. You have your standard 1 through 9 digits. You have 0 here, the asterisk right above the 0, and the pound symbol right below. And apparently you can also type things in Chinese. You have the little Chinese marks. I don't know how to say that. If anyone who writes or speaks Chinese can correct me on that, go ahead. You have your music player. You just press this button and it opens up your music player, and it's basically an MP3 player. Let me actually play a sample for you. It comes with a stylus, and it's located right there